9, I believe.
Yes.
And there he is, the prodigal son, the man of the hour, the robot that was most certainly playing League of Legends just now.
That was not actually it. No, I totally was watching Vinland Saga with my dad.
I was watching Vinland Saga.
For you for so long, and the instant you're starting is when you show up.
Okay. So when did I show up? Because I had no context. I sprinted upstairs the second I noticed what time it was.
The literal instant
we just
said
started.
go.
We
literally just switched our
we haven't
starting
even done
screens.
anything yet.
Perfect. That sounds like I'm just in time.
Very much so.
I'm not late at all. This is
that is the most generous reading of the situation you could possibly take.
Yep.
All right.
It doesn't make any difference to the viewers. I mean,
thank you for the high drink, Sage, by the way.
Because they wanted us to start on time. Welcome to Death of the False Emperor. I am your illustrious DM, Rook. I am joined by the usual suspects and Pycat, who is just happy to be here. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, God, the scream.
I love the deafening silence that took. That was great.
Alrighty, so let's review. We had a couple missing last last session, so we had to make some adjustments. Adjustments have been made. Arlette had all the fucking werewolf ripped out of her using Eldritch Horror nanobots provided by
is that what happened? Let me fix the character sheet then.
Yeah, you're not a werewolf no more. We're gonna get some fun. We got some fun insight into what the Warforged are and why they existed and why they don't exist anymore. That Crone really got to dig into and have a good time with. We met a legitimately creepy character in our Pycat, whose character's name escapes me in the moment. I can't remember your character's name. You're muted.
Oh, Glia. Reverend Glia.
Reverend Glia, who is legitimately terrifying and super cool. So that happened, and now we have our two missing players back this week. So we're gonna find out what they did when the ship landed. I'm gonna start with. I already know. I ran solo sessions with each of them. So here's what I want. I want you two, starting with Lucky, to roughly describe what the audience would see of your solo session. Don't give us the fine details. Just give us the weird, half-remembered dream description.
Oh, you want me to just be vague about the dream?
I want you to be vague as fuck.
Vague as fuck. Got it.
Vague as fuck and cryptic and scary. Go. You have your mission.
So at this point, Ebony would not be able to be disturbed off the ship. I would assume she never left the ship.
She did not leave the ship. She's not leaving the ship. As a matter of fact, Nolis locked you two in, so you didn't try to leave and cause problems.
Fair. That's very fair. I think that's valid. Anyways, at this point, she was just meditating.
Look at my cam. You good?
I got it.
And
love you, bud.
She is just in a deep meditative state where there are sometimes her hair kind of sparks up like there's energy around her because she is trying to commune with Mother. And in this state, you can see that she has some sort of her facial expressions will change, and it seems like something was very unpleasant. But near the end of her meditative state, if anyone was around her, she would have woken up with a start and tumbled to the ground. And instead of her eyes previously having a yellow line around them, they are now completely black.
Spoopy. Alright, love it. Z, can you tell me about your character's vision? No?
I remember it, I just don't know how to describe it.
Do your best. Do your damnedest.
I'd say like Z's, asleep, not there, out of it, since she was like next to the Empress and everything. And in this state, she's having a conversation with something. And that's it. That's all you get. That's the best I can give you.
Yeah, there's a vague conversation, whispers, weirdness. I'm gonna set this fucking modeling project down so it will dry and I can actually do this. I don't know if Mod Pod is more effective than Super Glue.
Guess you can find out.
Yeah, I'm about to find out. So here's what we see. I'm gonna have. Can you both give me one d8, a roll of 1d8? Let's see who wakes up first.
Oh, well, that answers that.
It's either good or bad.
Lucky is out. Lucky is a sleepy dog. Awesome. So you awaken. Z, you awaken. You awaken on board the ship that has clearly landed. It is no longer moving. The air is quiet and still. The ship has turned off its climate controls to conserve battery as it's being repaired. You can hear the clanging of hammers and the whiz of saws as people work to repair the ship and do some refitting. The Empress is nowhere to be found. What do you do?
I guess I'd get up and start investigating.
Okay. Yeah, you begin investigating around the crew cabins. Cabins is maybe generous. They're more like 5x5 cubbies than anything else. Or 5x5 by 7 cubbies. They're quite cramped. But you notice that all of them are empty except for Ebony's. What do you do?
I guess I'd enter the room.
So you open the port or pull back the curtain probably. I don't know if there would be real doors on these. And you see Ebony sitting there meditating quietly. Occasionally an expression passes across her face that you struggle to read. But she is not aware of your presence.
Sorry.
Are you messaging me to ask me a question?
Yes.
Yep.
I have to message it. Your face when I ask.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, please. That was just a weird way to word that
I
question.
like the sound of this already.
I know exactly what you mean. That was a weird-ass way to word that question.
It's like this creepy gaggle, and then the stealth check.
I'm not gonna be very quiet. I have fucking armor on.
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
hear a stealth check, please.
Yeah, we see that. Stealth check.
Oh,
I'm not the best.
It's not
That
not
is-
great.
that is a natural 2. With a -1 modifier.
Yikes.
Look, I can't do anything about it. I'm weak.
And I have high perception too.
It's that clanging of armor.
Clang, 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 clang. Clang, 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 clang. I'm a jingly
It's just
little.
like fits
I'm a little jingly snake paladin. Clang, 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 clang. So, just tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you what happens. Like, tell me how far you get.
I guess I'm just creeping up on her to like see what's going on, you know?
She's fucking out. She is very, very much unconscious. You might not get a better opportunity. What do you do?
Oh fuck!
You have orders, and you have what you want, and they aren't the same thing.
Trying to think what I should.
You have
do.
an opportunity to.
I don't like this. I don't
You
like
have an
I'm
opportunity.
gonna swing. I'm just gonna swing.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
But me?
No.
Oh.
Z.
Wisdom.
Nope. So you remind me what your weapon is again?
Great sword.
You start to raise your greatsword, and behind you, you hear, in in Draconic, like a very clear hiss. You hear, cease. As you are put under the effect of the suggestion spell. You cannot attack her in any way, shape, or form for the next 8 hours, or until the caster loses concentration. What do you do?
Trying to think. I can't look at what any of my spells do either.
You can.
What do you mean you can't look?
Like it doesn't let me.
Click the eye.
Yeah, click the eye.
Oh.
Next to it.
Because that's why I'm like, oh no. Tear emoji. There's nothing really I can do with that.
Okay, do you turn around? What do you do? Someone behind you just cast a spell.
I guess I turn around and look.
Yeah, standing behind you is the Empress. Rosalina. And she hisses and says, in Draconic, you had orders.
Orders mean nothing to loyalty.
Orders are loyalty. She's not speaking like a child in this moment. She is speaking like her father.
Vengeance is a word of virtue. One that should be honored when disrespected.
You delude yourself, Inquisitor. You mistake vengeance for murdering a woman as she prays. Is that what the Emperor would have wanted? Is that what my father would have wanted? Is that what I would want? Or is that what you want? Leave. And consider whether your oaths are to vengeance or to my family. She sort of like raises an eyebrow, like, are you fucking going or what?
I don't fucking know. I guess.
Did you say anything?
No, I'm just gonna walk. I don't know, because everything that I had planned is now completely ruined with that.
You don't have to listen.
Oh yeah, let me not listen when I can't do any damage from what was just explained.
You have 8 hours on that spell. You will get another chance.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say.
Whatever you...
There's nothing I can do right now, is my point.
I mean, you can try to talk to the Empress and explain why she shouldn't be mad at you. You can, like, introspect.
I thought it wasn't the Empress. You were like explaining the voice was not coming from her. Like,
No,
more
it's
from her.
It's totally coming from her. It just doesn't sound like her.
Okay, that's why I was confused then. Okay. You gotta, okay, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna talk to her and express, like, you need to understand, like, vengeance, you do know that they murdered your father. Did nothing but harm him.
You do know he knew they were coming and told everyone to stand down.
Fuck, wait, give me a second.
So, Ebony!
Sorry, I got raided.
You got
Well, you got raided.
Yeah, I got raided, so I had to, like, do that. Sorry.
Hi, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
I didn't want to be
Hello.
rude.
Hello, Raiders. Alright, so... as she says, they...
Oh
the thing that used to be a 5-year-old girl says... He knew they were coming and told everyone to stand down. He ordered you away.
He might have ordered me away, but under loyalty to your father, in the end, I'd rather get vengeance for a man I put all of my care and work into than just have him disrespected the way he was, no matter what.
She sort of watches you, in the same way her father watched you. When you challenged him on something, you can't tell if she's disappointed or frustrated or saddened. But some emotion crosses her face, and you are welcome to insight it to get more information.
Yes, I would love to insight. Where is my insight? Where is it? Never mind.
That's a nat 1, everybody.
Why am I so fucking unlucky today?
Incredible.
I mean, you rolled first. You woke up first.
600 by the way now.
You just really
Sorry, I
bombed
didn't get
that
that sooner.
stealth check, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, that just kind of got you. I
Don't make
think
me slow and I don't even realize it.
she again frowns. And then just says, "You look hungry. You should go eat something." She sort of looks at you and nods, like, "You can go now."
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna follow Z for a little bit longer. Well, okay, we're gonna transition. Crone and the Reverend, Leah, you leave the catacombs where the other like ancient machine warriors were buried. What's on Glea's mind right now? What is Glea thinking? What do you
Okay.
make of these strange visitors?
Well, they did bring me a child of Gideon, and this child has offered to return and has allowed me to restore them to their former glory. So
Pretty good religious
seems like a
experience,
pretty
huh?
good-
Yeah.
seems like a pretty good deal
Yeah,
to me. I don't know.
You're doing okay. Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. All I had to do was purge a chaos sword, and I mean that's par for the course, I guess.
That's pretty normal for you. You have a lot of people coming and being like, "Hey, can you fucking fix me?" Or like pick this thing up, and now it's like, now I have like,
Now it's bolted to my hand. Yeah.
Now it's like bolted to my hand, and I have like an extra set of like fingers or whatever. Can you like help me out? And you're like, "Yeah, sure." You just cut it off at the elbow and regrow it.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean, I don't think it usually.
It's
not
not-
usually that invasive.
It's usually not. Like tiny
Yeah.
chaos, like with the way chaos works, tiny chaos mutations are fairly common. It's like the big crazy stuff like this is a little funky.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this slow there's this sort of excitement. Crone, how are you feeling?
Oh. Joyful. The only thing he's wanted to do is fix his deteriorating, literally crumbling body. He just gets to stare at the face of his answer.
Yeah, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go salvage some parts from my dead brothers. This will be fun," or whatever he's planning to do.
Man, I can't wait to wear their bodies.
Yeah, I can't wait to wear.
Older at all.
I can't wait to wear my dead relative's skin, guys.
Let's go.
Oh god.
It's gonna be lit.
And the religious lady is completely fine with it.
New trend wearing
It's convenient when it needs to be.
skin.
Yeah, have
Yeah.
you considered wearing the skin of your great grandfather?
It's all the rage.
It
This is like some
you know,
fucked up shifter shit.
I made a lovely handbag out of my
Oh,
great
God.
grandfather.
Dude, this is my favorite armor carapace right here. This is from my Uncle John.
Yes.
Really fast.
Except it's like my name, so it's like J0, like fucking like J0 in or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a lumber that looked like an inn. But that's amazing.
My aunt replaced my kneecaps.
I need a hip replacement. Let's go dig up grandma.
Oh god.
Not
Or
grandma
no, she had a
needs a
lot
hip
of those.
replacement. Grandma gives the hip replacement.
Yeah.
This is fucking horrible.
What do you mean? It's the future.
That's fucking science, Lucky. Like, get with the times or be left behind.
Just organic recycling.
I don't like this.
Extreme recycling.
God.
Listen, we only have so many resources
Please
on this
clip
little
this.
dust ball.
Oh, it's like
Everybody's gonna clip this.
it's like one step away from Soylent Green, but it's worse because it's like for fashion reasons. It's not food; it's just for parts.
Oh.
Whew.
Okay, can we move on from this morbid bullshit?
Oh, but it's the most fun topic I could imagine.
Okay.
Oh, we'll get more of it later, don't we worry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. No, we're gonna get
We
some
get
like,
more into the logistics.
we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some weird, like, we're gonna have a weird, like, grave robbing / creepy post-apocalyptic medicine / fucking welding montage later, and it's gonna be lit.
Now, that sounds like a whole campaign on its own. Where he's
That
gonna
does
replace
sound like a
all
whole campaign. on
like
its
a
own.
mech,
does.
like post-apocalyptic, like mech people having to repair their bodies with corpses. That sounds awesome.
God. Reverse
Okay.
Sounds
cyborg.
like Repo, the genetic
Like-
opera.
Hey,
It's
Pie Cat, new apocalypse world idea.
God.
Dude, I would play the shit out of that. Not even gonna lie.
We have
I
a
know a
second
lot of-
campaign.
I know a lot of people that would play that. For
Yeah,
the
second
apocalypse
campaign.
world.
I think it's cool. It's like replace food mechanics with replacing your body. Done.
All
Makes
right,
sense.
so how the fuck do I transition from this? You know what? Fuck it. You two
The
make a
answer is you
perception
don't.
check, please.
Perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
God,
That's just wisdom for me, right?
It would just be wisdom. That is correct. Because you do not have a perception skill.
Where
Yes,
is
sir.
my brain is? I already forgot where this is on my board. Excuse me, DM. My all stupidity, my lack of sleep. Where do I go to roll this again?
Oh my god.
Is it on my thing or
This
is
is
it
why I
just
don't
D20?
want to run a different game because we
I'm
have to learn a new
sorry.
character sheet for the VTT, and I don't want to do that.
Tired. I'm sorry.
It's not
Was
that
it
I don't want to
underneath?
learn it. I want to have to teach you guys.
It's just, I feel dumb. I really feel dumb. Is it underneath? Yes, it is. It's actually just underneath my
Skills.
skills. I'm sorry. It's skills. I was looking underneath saving throws for some fucking reason.
All right. Okay. Looks like rain. Hey, Arlette. Barbarian question.
Uh-huh.
Do you get danger sense, or is that a berserker thing?
No, that's barbarian. It's like level 6, I believe.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, nah, it just kind of looks like it might rain. Kind of weird in the desert, but it's fine. Z is like going to like eat something.
I'm actually really dumb. Danger sense is 2nd level. I am big
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, you are. It's okay. Z goes to consume and feed their feeble body, for the journey ahead. Ebony,
Yes.
what's it like when you wake up? When you like come out of your trance suddenly?
Let me look back at my notes because it's been a hot minute. I would say that it was very sudden considering how the vision ended.
Cool.
So she would just immediately come out of it and just face
Yeah,
in
and-
on the floor.
Yeah, and like as you're like waking up, you can still hear like the clatter of dice on a table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you land on the floor. You take a near 0 amount of damage, so we're not going to notate it. You sit up. You are alone in your quarters. The curtain has been pulled back, but you are alone. I just gotta
I would
check
say at this
something.
point she's like looking around frantically. but trying to calm herself down from the vision because it was a little bit sudden.
Okay. So you're okay. You're awake. You're not dead yet. Remind me the names you said.
Oh.
Was Arlette, Rosalina, and the Strange Man and you? Right? Like those four?
I don't think it was me. I don't think I said me.
That's right. He gave you shit for not listing your own name. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he was like, well, that's kind of fucked, ain't it? And you were just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of fucking around in here.
Yeah, yep. It was... Or no. Arlette was rolled by the other person that was there, and then I said Rosaria, and then Strange Man. That's how that went.
Cool. Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep. Everyone quietly panic. Yeah, so you awaken. You are alive. You are in the ship. What do you do?
Well, I think she would first think it was odd that her curtain was pulled back and go to investigate. Well, actually, wait. Was the Empress sleeping in the same quarters that she was meditating in?
No, she was sleeping in a different room.
Oh, okay. Alright, then I guess she would just investigate and see who else is on the ship. Because she's not sure how long she was out for, at that rate.
The Empress is awake. She is just looking outside. But Nolus is also around. He is currently like fixing something.
And they're all in the same room.
No, he's in like the sort of like hold, I guess, where they like store things, and he's like working on a piece of equipment.
Oh, so she can like hear but not see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is, and the Empress is like in the cockpit, like in front of the hold. So it's like sleeping quarters, hold, and like drop door, and then the front of the ship.
In the front. Gotcha. From where the Empress is standing, she's not gonna like approach her or anything, but is she wearing the bracelet made of hair?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So there's no one else in there. I guess she would try to locate where Nolus is at and ask where everyone else was.
Yeah, you walk up to Nolus. He is like, we're gonna get the obligatory like buff guy working on machine pieces, like shirtless scene. Yeah, he's like trying to fix like something with one of his bolt guns. He's like not wearing his armor. He's like stripped to the waist, and he's just quietly working. Do you approach? He doesn't seem to acknowledge you.
I think she just kind of swallows because she's taken aback by, since she was raised in the circle of the Blink Hawk that was all women.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of taken aback, but she kind of like looks away and does like,
single bead of sweat down muscular back.
Yeah, I'm picturing it. This would definitely fluster her because she'd be like, "Oh shit, I've never been in this situation. I am 400 fucking years old. I don't know how to deal with this."
Oh no, what do I do?
I just say she looks away, and but still asks him, "Do you know where the others are?" But she kind of like stutters, like she's very visibly flustered.
Arlette is undergoing treatment right now, and Crone is speaking with the Reverend Glia about repairs to his body.
Where is Z?
You know there's no commands usually on D&D streams, ma'am. Not damn it, you.
Shrugs.
She kind of just goes quiet for a minute. Do you happen to know how long I've been out for?
You've been asleep for about 8 hours.
Just kind of shrugs at that. He kind of walks up and like peeks at his bolt gun.
Yeah,
He
he's
seemed to be.
he's like he's cleaning it. He's like
Oh.
he's like taking it apart and is like very like meticulously tuning a bunch of like internal mechanisms and stuff, like making sure everything goes back together properly. He sort of says, "Well, and how it works."
Sure. I've never seen how one works.
Yeah. So the way these work is they're not like modern firearms as we would like traditionally think of them. They're like powered by aether, which is like the weird gaseous magic that you find in chaos. And basically it works by like propelling like a small like burst of this stuff at high speed. And it, for whatever reason, like stays together. It has like a really high like surface tension, so it doesn't like to break apart. And it will like fly through the air in one piece and hit stuff. And he like explains how it works and how the mechanism is operated and like put back together and reassembled.
Huh.
Did you not have this where you were from?
No, this is my first time in centuries coming back.
I'll do it. How old are you? Like, really?
I've kind of lost track. Somewhere around 400.
Sort of nods, like, yep, I get that. You can't tell if he's bullshitting or not. You're looking inside him. But just kind of shrugs. Can I ask what happened? He like points at his eyes. Did
What
Z?
you mean?
Did Z hit you or something?
Does she have like a black eye or anything? Is there anything she can like look in?
Yeah, your eyes are like fucked. Like your eyes look the way you looked, the way you said they
Oh.
looked. He's like
Well, I guess
trying
at
to
this
figure
point
out
she's
what
not
happened.
aware because there's no mirror.
Yeah. He has like a little mirror that he uses to like reflect light so he can see better. He like holds it up so he can look at it.
What the hell? I don't know. She kind of like real quick like looks at her neck, and you can see that like the crystals are all of a sudden like graying out. Like if you couldn't see them before, they were like bright blue. Now they're kind of like a dull gray.
That doesn't look good, I think. How does that work for you? I don't know. I don't fully understand it. I'm not really the magic guy.
She kind of like sighs and pulls it back up, and then she kind of pushes the beer away because she's not entirely sure what's happening. When I was young, I technically died, and I was saved by the mother. And this was her gift or curse, however people want to take it. And I don't entirely know what's happening now.
Yep. Gods are assholes. I get that.
She just kind of scuffs and looks away.
Go eat something, or you could have like the Reverend looked at it. She tends to be pretty good at fixing people, it seems. She's fixing Arlette.
Where are they right now?
They're in the cathedral outside.
Okay, I might go do that.
Alright.
She just nods her thanks and kind of like looks away. I mean, it's like visible that she's blushing too. She's like, ah.
He kind of sighs and he closes the assembly he's working on and like holds it out to you.
What's this for?
Just take it. You might need it later. I've got a couple.
I'm not sure how to use it, but thank you.
It's pretty easy. You'll figure it out. There's a reason we've used them. It's because they're easy to learn. If you know how to use a crossbow, you know how to use it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Right.
She kind of like gives him a slight smile and then walks away, trying to look at where she could put it on her belt.
Yeah. So yeah, add a I'll get you the stats for what a bolt rifle does. Or
Okay.
I guess this is a
I didn't fall
carbine.
asleep. I just have
Yeah.
Can I
nothing
add
to
that from
do
the
and to
compendium, or
speak
should I
of right
just
now,
wait?
Sage. I don't want to talk
Just
over them that much.
Basically,
Okay.
for now, it has light crossbow stats, but it does some other stuff too.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, cool. Z.
Hello.
So you exited the ship, and when you exited the ship, you found yourself in the boneyard, the graveyard of the machine god, and you are in front of one of the big machine gods, a massive. Reverend, would you please describe the Gideon and the way the cathedral looks, just so we can like get a word picture? Because you're good at imagery.
Sure. Okay. It's this huge kind of, I guess, quasi-humanoid figure. I don't know exactly how
Again,
big
I'll
it is.
sleep.
Like
Just not my moment, so
a couple
not gonna
100
interrupt.
feet or something. More
Yeah,
than
it's like easily 100 feet tall, if not more.
that? But it's lying prone.
It's probably about as tall as a football field. So it's like 300. It's like 100 meters.
Okay, it's this huge humanoid figure that is made of what looks to be rusting metal with biological kind of veiny growths around it, which hold it together somewhat, like a metal skeleton and organic components around it. And there's this huge gash in its side, and that's the entrance of the cathedral.
Yeah, I feel like whenever this comes into frame, it has like a very specific musical motif.
Probably.
It feels like it would.
I like that she gave all that detail, and technically Z doesn't see any of it.
Oh, well now, I'm sorry,
I'm
you're
blind. No, you're
Well,
blind.
it's for the viewers. It's for the viewers. Don't worry about it.
It's
You're
fair-
blind.
it's-
okay.
it's
Just
also
what I think about.
it's also for you because it
Yeah.
helps to know what's in the room.
Yeah.
It's just really funny.
How does Z perceive things?
Z has
I have
blind
blind
sight.
Okay. Which
Z
means that you can perceive structures and stuff as long as they're
Within a certain distance.
within a certain distance. Okay.
But if
yeah.
if they're like further away, they don't exist.
This probably, I don't know how far is your blind sight?
It's like 60 feet, I think.
So it extends beyond your blind sight. It's huge.
It's like
Yeah.
the opposite of dark vision.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's off. It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
It's like bordering on stupid big. Would be a good way to describe it. So yeah, you see that, you do all that. Let's check on Arlette. Arlette, how are you feeling?
I imagine an immense pain and agony.
That's correct. That is correct. You have had to feel your body is being rebuilt slowly, and your blood's being purified of whatever taint the blood god put there. It's not a fun experience. Can you go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please, with advantage.
Oh, that's gonna go
Because
fantastic.
because you have your danger sense.
Went about as good as I expected it to.
You have advantage. Roll again.
It's even better as I expected it to.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Listen, I got a
like
plus
rain.
0. What'd you expect?
Looks like rain. Z definitely can't see this.
Am I anywhere near close since I was going in the same direction, or am I still behind?
You're still
Just
behind.
follow the wonderful screams of the Arlette.
Yeah. Arlette, the process ends, but it still just fucking hurts. Still just hurts. Everything hurts. But you are able to like stand. You have go ahead and make 3 Constitution saving throws for me, please. Okay.
Actually,
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take it.
You only have 1 level of exhaustion.
Wonderful.
Having been healed of all that nonsense. You don't feel good. You probably really need to. You probably really need to eat. You probably really need to eat something and hydrate. Is really what you need. You
I've
need
been
some
having
high
it like that since one of the festivals.
You need some like greasy, like. Have you ever had like a hangover so bad your like whole body fucking hurts?
I am 100% sober.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like all the like moisture that would normally be available has been like sucked up to like feed these machines that like rebuilt your body. Like you're massively dehydrated and you're starving, but you're not dead and you're not a werewolf anymore. So that's good news.
So every day after work. Got it.
Yep, every day after work. One of the acolytes like comes over with like a tray of Glia, what do y'all eat here?
Nuts and bolts.
Nourishment is still required for the functioning
Yeah,
of a fleshy body.
One of our many flaws.
Yes.
I think.
Even the machine god must consume fuel. You are not as so unlike in that way, but it's just different.
It's just different.
Their system is more efficient.
Yeah, we are far less efficient. I think that we have gardens. So.
Like, what weird like Eldritch Horror fruit are you growing in your gardens?
Dragon fruit.
Haha. There's like a tree with apples that are the color of bismuth, and they have that same kind of like square crystallized pattern to them.
That's fucking cool.
That is
Yeah.
upsetting for some reason, but very cool.
I'm smiling because I have bismuth on my computer screen or on my
Hell
computer
yeah.
desk right now.
I have bismuth not near my bed.
I love bismuth. It's my favorite rock.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think there's also like
It's an effective rock. It is a quality rock.
There's like bushes of like bunches of berries that like raspberries, except each of the different little fruitlets are different colors.
Those are totally drugs, right? Like they have to be. If they're different colors growing on the same fruit, they gotta make you trip balls, right? Or is that just what?
It depends on who you are, and it depends on how much of your body is made of nanomachines by this point.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Gotta be a 33rd degree robot person before you can like go on your fucking vision quest from the berries.
Yeah, and I think there's like a pit which it contains this like very thick kind of mercury-like fluid, and you can use like a net to dredge up this kind of seaweed-like thing.
Yeah, but then you gotta deal, like, occasionally you have to deal with, like, the fucking mercury fish.
Yeah, of course.
Which
but
are the
I mean,
fucking worst. You lose, like, 2 or 3 acolytes to those a month.
it's not. I don't think it's so bad. I think that the mercury fish are like, they are products of the molecular alignment of that fluid. Like, they're not distinct entities per se, but just like by disturbing the fluid, you generate them. I think is how that works.
Oh, okay. That's fucking wild. You're
Yeah.
really good at sci-fi, you know that?
I dabble.
I dabble. All right. Yeah. So you have a tray full of like weird bismuth, bismuth apples and like trip your ass off berries and you maybe even have one of these like mercury fish that's been like filleted, with some like seaweed.
She is just going to just start stuffing it down.
Yeah, it's no it's no pancake and eggs, but it like tastes good.
I love mercury for breakfast.
Hell yeah. What
Yeah.
doesn't
Melts
kill
in your
you makes
tongue.
you stronger.
I mean, It's not.
I'm sorry, I had to.
There's totally like also some kind of gallium thing as well that really does melt on
Oh,
your stomach.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gallium
like
hand. Gallium is awesome.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I love the idea of like gallium chocolate
Oh.
bunnies.
Dude,
Yo.
yes.
That
sounds like a
sounds
product
amazing,
line.
actually.
For some you have them left over from some holiday. You're just like, oh my god, I can't eat anymore. I don't even know what it'd be called. I can't eat any more gallium cocoa. Please, here, have a fucking gallium bunny.
The best part is you can reshape them to anything you want. They don't have to be bunnies. It's like, boom,
Hell yeah.
it's now a Christmas tree. It's
I mean,
removable
that's
for each
clearly
season.
what they do, right?
Yeah.
But you know, the ones
You
that
can now
don't
use
get
it for
eaten,
fun, in
they get
private.
melted down. You know,
I'm just
waste not,
imagining
want
ice
not.
trays for gallium cookies. Shove it in the freezer.
That
We wouldn't have to. You just have to
that
leave it
feels
outside for a little bit.
dangerous, but
It's have to-
awesome.
It's funny because you wouldn't even need to put it in the freezer. Literally, just leave it out in the kitchen for a few minutes.
Just put it in front of a fan, literally. That's it.
Snack for the whole family.
For those of you that don't know what gallium is, it's a elemental metal that melts like just above body temperature. So like it'll like melt in your hand, or if you like make a spoon out of it and put it in a drink.
It's really
it'll
fun to
melt
play
in a
with.
drink.
Yeah, by the
Also-
way, don't eat gallium.
Yeah, don't.
Or mercury for that matter.
Yeah, we do not. We
PSA,
do not. No,
don't
don't
eat
consume
gallium.
any
We
of
do
this
not,
food.
yeah.
Don't
We do
consume
not
that.
condone the
metal.
swallowing of
Don't
unnatural
do that.
chemicals.
Yeah, no, like don't consume metal unless you've gone through like 3rd level machine apotheosis.
Yeah.
And if you have, message me.
Yeah, if you,
Yeah, I wanna
Alright,
know
but
how
that
you
wasn't
did
an
it.
invitation to make me swallow liquid, goddammit.
I have some upgrades I'd like
Gaggle
to make.
this shit. Fucking
Uh,
goddamn Sage.
I would like to lose about 60 pounds maybe, so I can just be like hot and athletic all the time.
God.
And I want my hair back. Can we like do that?
I just want robo muscles, please and thank you. I want to lift my car.
Yes.
As someone who is 140 pounds, weight does not contribute to being hot. Since
Yeah.
I don't think I am. I don't consider myself as.
I don't
Yeah,
want to lose
right.
weight. I
Body
want to gain
positivity.
200 and
Yeah.
metal.
I have none in myself.
Oh.
I feel like
It's okay. Metallic weight means like number that way, higher is better. More metal
yeah,
in
no,
your system.
we go on atomic weight in this setting. So
In,
how
in
many?
this house, we believe in atomic weight as a measurement unit.
Yeah, how many? Yeah, how many moles are you? It's not.
The answer is a lot,
The
my
answer
guy.
is a lot of moles. It's a number so absurdly high, you just don't know what it means.
I did chemistry.
This is actually a super interesting fun fact. I didn't know this is why it's a Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. It's because back in the day, hatters cleaned it with mercury, which often made you insane.
Yep, and a lot of hat brims had lead foil in them, which also made you insane.
Did
I
not
didn't
know.
know that's why it's a
You
Mad
mix the two
Hatter.
together for the perfect
Yeah.
concoction.
Your
Yeah,
brain
no.
melts.
I love my mercury soup in my lead bowl.
That's actually terrifying and awesome at the same time.
That feels like something fucking Caligula did.
That reminds me of why everyone thought tomatoes were
Alright,
poisonous.
hey, we do actually need to focus on the game at some point.
Yeah, we're getting way
At
too
some
far
point.
off, but it was a
Um,
cool
I'm gonna use my
tell you
tomato
what, I
assassinate
think-
technique.
I think all of our brains are a little bit fried by like robots and galliums. So let's take like 5 minutes, recompose ourselves, get something to drink, be back in a flash, guys.
Got
Okay.
it. Pausing stream.
Alright, let me pause my recording real quick.
Part 2, we're going to do a little bit of a time skip because it seems like everybody has things they want to do. Actually, we're not going to do that yet. I actually want you all to talk to each other a little more. So Ebony, you see the temple. Like I said, it's like the body of a corpse machine. You end up in its end up like entering like its side and finding Arlette there, like scarfing down an obscene amount of food.
Most of which looks like probably could poison you upon devouring.
And Crone is there, entering with Clea. Will you describe what you look like?
For sure. The Reverend is wearing this very elaborate robe with these gold patterns on the trim, which appear to be shifting and moving. And she also has a mask, which is like a flat
Yes, I
chrome plate.
Sorry, I fucking broke something.
Oh no. It's like a flat chrome plate across her face. So her face is completely obscured. And yeah, she kind of... It looks like she is maybe floating, but she's walking towards you guys, I suppose, with Crone in tow.
Leah, will you make a intelligence check with proficiency? You should definitely have proficiency in religion if you don't.
I have Arcana.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay. 17.
You see before you something very strange. Ebony is a hexblood, a child of the mother goddess, a weird chaos god of like transitions and changing, transformation. But something's wrong. It's like she once was she's a creation of this other entity, but she has been defaced by a different being. You can see it in her eyes. You're not exactly sure what has done this, but something is strange.
Okay. Cool. I think that
You're having
doesn't-
fun. You're having fun. You're making fun new friends all over.
yeah, I don't think that this changes her demeanor in the slightest. 'Cause I don't think this mother is not like a threat. like the Blackout is, right?
She's
Or is she?
not a threat. She's just kind of bitchy.
You know
That's a
what?
good way to put it.
We deal with bitches all the time here.
She's
I
just
think that's fine.
she's just frustrating more than anything else. She's just
Sure. I think the Reverend opens her arms, and spreads the sleeves of her robe, and says, "Welcome to our graveyard. You must be part of that ship as well. Is that true?"
Is she talking to Ebony?
Yes.
Okay. She kind of like. You don't need to like roll or anything for this. Just you know that she's like taken aback by the mask. She's kind of like, oh, I can't read her expression.
I don't
But
think
she kind of like
I
forces.
don't-
Huh?
I'm sorry. I know something that I can't say, and so I'm just
Oh.
like I'm not sure
Oh,
that would
okay.
help.
Oh
Anything,
no.
Please continue.
Okay. She kind of like forces a smile and is like, oh, this is a graveyard, you said?
Yes, it is the resting place of the Gideon. The Gideon all around us, and she gestures up to the cathedral
The
itself.
fucking walls.
The living thing that we are inside. It's ribs arching up like Gothic arcs.
Yeah, no, you're inside of a giant corpse. Eat your heart out, Warhammer.
Yeah.
You wish. I mean, to be fair, Warhammer's probably done this, but this is pretty fucking prevalent.
Yes, please rest here. You will find no harm will come to you.
She bows her head and looks back up with another forced smile and says, thank you for your hospitality. And she's kind of like looking around at the huge area around her, and I guess at this point if Arlette and Crone are paying attention,
Yeah,
it's
Arlette-
very evident that something's wrong, and her eyes are different, and there's just something very wrong.
Her and Arlette, Arlette and Crone and Z are probably all here at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Arlette's
would
gonna,
all
like,
notice
scarf-
that there's something off.
Yeah, because she's like just scarfing down food constantly, and she look up at you and go, "You want to fight or something? No, don't be eyes."
New makeup?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what's happening. And she kind of looks down at the floor.
And put some ice on it. It should be fine.
I think one of the acolytes that's like shorter than all the others, sort of looks at Ebony and says, "We never know what's happening."
Crone just looks
Wonderful.
away.
She just kind of she looks up at the acolyte, kind of like furrows her
She's
brow.
like
and,
down.
like,
He's like 2 feet tall. He's like fucking tiny. He's like a
oh,
fucking
he's looking
gnome.
up at Ebony saying,
Yeah, he's like a fucking gnome, but like when he looks up, his like hood falls back and he's got like fucking mandibles made of metal. He's just like,
Oh.
we never know what's happening.
I love that picture. That image. Ebony looks down at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No
it's
clue what to
great. Hi.
Hi?
And then he looks at Kalia and is like, he like puts his hands up. He's like, "Sorry, Reverend. I know I'm not supposed to talk." And he like pulls out like a roll of tape and like wraps his mandibles together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then he like wanders off. Yeah. What you gonna do? He's a weird one.
He's
His,
just chuckling.
his name is Sprocket, and he's just a fucking
Oh my
Sprocket.
god. That's so cute.
Sprocket!
yeah. He's like a gnome that you like help put through apotheosis. He's a very weird little dude.
Mhm.
I love it.
You said that Z is here as well?
Yeah, Z is here.
Okay.
Z, can you describe what you look like?
Pale snake lady. I'm blind, so my eyes are silver and like glossed over, and I have snakes on my head that are also glossed over eyes, but like albino color.
Extremely cool. Extremely cool.
Do you need me to describe Ebony since I wasn't here last session?
Sure.
Okay, just real quick. I mean, you already saw her eyes, but Ebony is like, she has like this brightish blue skin, and she has horns that, she's very short. She's only like 5 foot, but her horns make her like 5'4", and they're like horns that are like that one, I can't remember, like an African deer. They just curl straight up, and she has thick white hair. Yeah, an antelope. They're like antelopes.
I see. I see.
Don't mind me, I'm building a new. Yes. Do y'all have like you have a second? Y'all feel like y'all have been through a lot in like not a lot of time. Do y'all want to talk about it? Or like ask the Reverend anything? What do y'all want to do?
Ebony's gonna walk over to Arlette and put her hand on her shoulder and ask her, how are you feeling?
Oh, speaking of which, Arlette's right arm is completely made of metal.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, she's going to walk up to her and like run her fingers down Arlette's new arm, I guess,
Just
and be like, how are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
Does she have sensation? I was gonna say, does she have sensation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you can feel everything. It feels like
Then
it's like a lot. Like you're using nerves that have never been used before. So
Yeah.
They're like having to kind of calibrate. Everything feels really intense right now. This food tastes delicious.
There's a minor flinch to just feeling that touch for the first time on that arm. But when she looks up to Evan, she's like, I mean, it's kind of really sensitive right now, but I think I'll be okay. I want to feel like I punch something. But I don't want to punch something right now, because I'm kind of hungry.
I don't think you should punch anything for a while, and she kind of like taps on the arm.
Ah,
I feel like as this is happening, like Sprocket is in the background, like doing something totally ridiculous, like he was about to like walk up with like a pair of boxing gloves, and then he hears you shouldn't punch anything right now, and just like kind of like
Aw.
slumps and then walks away.
Kron just kind of like nods it over towards him and is like, I like that one. Like a mom.
God, I just thought of something that was so fucking wrong.
God.
With how she's eating and just stuffing her face, like the hand gets dirty, so she's used to just licking it off. I just like.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, that happens. Arlette makes a really intense face for a second.
Yeah, there is. She goes to the phases of what the fuck? Oh, that was weird. Okay, that feels kind of interesting. Oh, that's a.
I'll have to figure that out. You're like, I'm gonna have to figure this out later.
Yeah, kind of like.
Oh,
Is that what my tongue feels like?
Oh god. And
This is what metal tastes like?
Julia, what are you Julia, what are you? What's your reaction to all this nonsense? Do you care? Are you moved at all? Reverend Julia, you are muted.
Sorry, somebody just came in. What was that?
What is your reaction to all the nonsense this group has brought with them? You have like
I think I'm stepping back to observe it all.
Okay. Make a
people are very interesting.
Make a perception or insight check, whichever you would prefer.
I will make a shit. Okay, insight is intelligence.
Insight, they're both wisdom.
They're both
Wisdom.
wisdom?
Yep.
Oh, well, fuck it then.
Yep.
Oh no. I don't notice anything.
It's like observing. You can't gather like accurate scientific data about this group in these situations. You don't have any type of control. Like you're you're totally like missing, like this isn't their natural environment. You can't draw reasonable conclusions from the way they're acting because they are admittedly acting weird, but you don't know how they would normally act. So,
That's okay. As long as they're not doing anything to the church, I'll be okay.
they're fine.
Carlos is making
I'm
a
observing
decent
them.
little mess wherever she is.
I'm observing them both as like points of interest and also like if they are threats.
Yo, if they're threats, they're in big trouble.
If they're threats, they're in big trouble.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
Bitch, I have a bionicle arm now. I can take on anything.
Oh God.
Yeah, tell that to Ferris Manus. Got his ass decapitated by the Hot Brother. Anyway, sorry, reference. Please continue. Crone, what are you doing?
Actually, very promptly, I'm gonna wrap up something in. I'm gonna like write a little note. I'm gonna wrap up something in a little baggie, and I'm gonna go walk over to Ebony and say, "This is for you," and I'm gonna DM you what it is. All right?
Okay.
Second.
It's a love letter.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
from no.
That means
Yeah.
he's in love with Crone.
100%. The creepy undead robot man.
Do you
Yeah,
like
totally
me?
different.
Yes, no.
Yes. No.
I can totally see Crone doing that.
Prom? Question mark.
God.
Let me
Yeah,
just
the
double check.
the
I'm doing
5,000-year-old
this right.
undead robot man asks out the technically undead hexblood woman that's 400 years old.
Honestly, I shift it.
Unfortunately, she's a little too young for him.
I was waiting for a too young comment.
Fuck, that's so funny.
There you go.
I also feel like.
Oh!
I know what it is, and that's the best part.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
That was a reaction.
That's an oh shit reaction.
What's Ebony's reaction look like?
I was saying that, like, she looks down. Crone. I would say you just. Can I say that you handed me a bag? Basically, is that what you did?
Yeah, hand you a little bag.
Okay, you handed. Yeah, he handed me, handed Ebony a bag, and she kind of gives him a little look as he whispers in her ear, and she looks down at it, and her eyes get really wide, and then she shuts it really quickly. And then she just kind of looks at Crone like, "Oh shit!" She's completely speechless.
He just kind of shrugs with a like, I don't fucking know kind of look.
He's like, yeah, this is normal for me. I don't know why you're freaking out. This ain't the first time this has happened.
It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, you did this. Like, here you go. Merry Christmas.
I don't wear lingerie. I think this is a human thing.
Can we tell for the sake of the audience? Can we hear what this thing is?
Okay.
Ebony, will you please describe the item you have been given?
Oh, okay. I guess inside of this little pouch is there is a 6-sided die with 6 replaced with a skull and a note saying, "Be careful how you gamble."
Yep,
Interesting.
that is correct. Hey,
The cat leave its perch.
the cat is currently trying to like eat a plastic bag. Hey, you.
Why did they do
It's
that?
yummy. It's yummy.
It's not just my cat. I knew it.
Say hi, kitty cat.
Cat noises.
Cat noises.
I know my cat's not the only stupid one. Let me eat this plastic bag.
All right. Do you want to go outside? Is that the issue? I think my cat wants to go outside. RP amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back.
The DM isn't here. We can get as chaotic as we want.
Okay, I will say this to Crone though, like Ebony will say, like, we need to talk later, before he
Like-
walks away from her.
He's like, what? He's like, he's raising his eyebrow because she can kind of tell he doesn't really know what's happening, but he's definitely now intrigued after seeing her reaction. Like you can see he almost feels a little bit bad, but he's clearly had a reason to do so, even if he doesn't know what it is. So
Yeah, gotcha.
you can kind of gauge that he didn't get this normally.
Yeah, okay.
I guess so,
That
yeah.
makes
I've
sense.
never heard of this, but
Bless you.
apparently cats eat plastic,
Thank you.
according to them.
I think I'm getting slightly sick. That or it's allergies. I can't tell.
You can't go. Don't worry, you're in the church. It's fine.
All right, what was
Why
happening?
can't it
What I
be
missed?
both?
Well, you weren't gone for that long.
Hmm?
No, we all decided to kill
So-
Nolas in the 5 seconds.
Yep, Nolas is dead. Pycat's the new GM.
Uh-oh.
Pycat's the new GM, and we're all switching to Fate Accelerated.
Oh, fuck
Uh,
you, no. No, stop. No, we're not.
Okay, we can.
Not a
roll
fan
for-
of Fate.
Fate is very hard for me.
talk
I was
about
gonna
the
do
week
something,
show?
now I forget.
we
It feels
talk-
like it would be right up your alley. Anyway, we'll talk about this later. Yes, please continue.
I was gonna do something that I completely forgot.
Address the fact that you just got given an artifact of a death god.
Well, before that even happened, I was gonna do something and now I forgot.
I think, to be fair, can you blame Ebony for getting a little bit startled by that?
Yeah, well, she
She
is
loses her train
startled.
of
She doesn't
thought.
know what's going on at this point. Like, something's very wrong, and she knows it is.
Have you thought of like
A lot and
asking
nothing at all,
a
Heli. That's
professional,
all you need to know.
like, the
It's
person that runs
D&D.
this religious institution?
Yeah, I guess that's. I don't know. Does anyone else have anything? Because I feel like I've been leading this a lot.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just, I
Unless
can
you
wait.
scarf
I
it
think this
down.
can wait.
No, I don't, or
Loki
unless
knows
you
what
can't
to
start
speak for
shitting
religious
yourself.
leaders.
All right, what's everybody doing before I decide what happens?
I'm just gonna hold.
Nom nom.
I'll
When you're-
quickly, I guess, walk over to Reverend Galia, and I'll be like, please let me know whenever you're ready to start fixing. He's like, can I waves at his body? Goes like, this.
Yeah, that's gonna
Call
take a
upon me the
minute.
moment you need.
It's D&D, Heli. If you want an explanation, go watch
Yeah.
Crack Guide
When did
D&D.
that happen?
I seriously recommend it. It's very
It's
The
good.
gonna
thing, it's gonna take a long time, right?
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take like a month at least.
Okay.
And that is assuming everything goes right
Yes.
and nothing stupid happens.
Yes. Okay.
So you could start today. He'll just be here a minute. To be
Okay.
fair, though, like this is a safe place for you all to stay for a while.
Cool. I think.
Until the air raids start happening.
Oh God. I think that.
Until the air
the-
raids start happening.
Yeah, until weird stuff happens.
The Reverend takes your hand and says, "We can begin whenever you have time. It is a delicate operation, unfortunately, due to the nature of both yourself and the materials that will be comprising your new form.
If that is the case.
It's gonna
I'm
hurt,
ready to
Doc?
start.
Yes, it's gonna hurt.
If that is the case, I'm ready to start the moment we can. I don't know how long I'll be here.
I think Nolas comes out.
Go ahead like a bitch, by
Actually,
the
no.
way.
I don't know. Sprocket walks out and says, "Ah,
That's
teacher,
it.
Oh my God, that was the Sprocket voice. Okay.
hi.
Yes.
I talked to Ballberry and what's the new guy's name? Sauter. I talked to Sauter. He says that their ship is not happy.
That much is clear. Has its disposition changed since it arrived?
Oh, yeah. Ballbearing wants to do a complete refit on it to help adjust its attitude, because apparently it's very bitchy.
Patron Chuckles.
I apologize. I should not be saying that about the child of the machine god. I'm really sorry, mistress. If you need to beat me, you can go ahead. He bows down as if expected to get kicked.
Oh, I thought you said that he was
Good
gonna turn
fucking damn it,
around.
how like fucking
Yeah,
selfish it is. I don't deserve a goddamn time.
I mean, you picked this guy up from like a weird orphanage, so he's like used to not getting treated very well.
Yeah,
but
that's
he's
so sad.
but he's also like a grown-ass adult gnome that was in an orphanage for humans, and people just didn't know any better, so you don't really
Oh,
feel
poor Sprocket.
quite as bad.
God. Okay. Oh my god. This
What
guy.
was that? I saw that. I saw that flying across the room.
I'm trimming.
Oh, I see.
I'm trimming toothpicks.
Got it.
Okay, I think she puts a hand on his head and like kneels down onto the rust-covered ground and says, "Have you spoken to the captain of the ship?"
Oh, yeah. The guy with no name. Yeah, I talked to him. He says. He thinks for a second. He said a lot of words. I think he wants to get the ship in working order. And stuff.
Very well. Send the higher acolytes. We will be
Which
undertaking this as a new product, as a new project.
Okay. What should I tell the higher acolytes? Or they know what they're doing? I really don't understand how things work.
Tell them Delta procedure.
Ooh. Okay. he scampers off.
God. Jesus Christ. Okay. She stands up to her
I
full
needed
height
to
again.
add some levity. I'm sorry. I haven't had a silly NPC in this campaign in a while.
I think as she's leaving, or before he scampers off, she casts guidance, just to make sure that he makes it okay.
You're gonna trip on the stairs and just die.
I mean, hopefully with the guidance he won't.
It comes back with like a dent in his head.
God.
Redeemed or turned off for D&D streams, how like.
Off
What
filter.
time Sprocket? I feel like Sprocket is like the acolyte that you're always oh god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Why?
maybe I should have left this one.
Why is this one in the infirmary this time? Well, teacher, it's not a very good idea to weld next to an open fire.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's like fucking singed. Yeah,
Oh,
open flames and compressed oxygen do not get along very well.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
shit. Okay, does anyone have anything else?
How
to
like this is literally just free channel points for you. Literally, it doesn't let you spend anything, so just save it up.
Nothing?
Nom nom nom.
Off in the distance, you hear crash, bang, 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 bang. Ah, damn it! I dropped my screws.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Ebony at this point is kind of what the hell? And she's just sitting next to Arlette, watching her because she's very intrigued by the arm.
As you're sitting next to her, she's gonna look up at you like a fool and go, "Awesome!" She just hands you the bismuth colored fruit.
Wait, don't eat that.
Oh, why?
I'm like 8 plates down. What do you mean?
And Yarrow, or Reverend Glia, walks over, and takes the fruit and then breaks it open. Only eat the inside. To you, Ebony, specifically. Only
Oh,
eat the flesh. Don't eat the rind.
I already ate, but thank you. I've never seen that before, but thank you.
Very well.
Say, how exactly does this work on a living being? And she points to Arlette's arm.
I think the Reverend. I can't smile. I don't have I have a mask on. I think the Reverend.
You can smile with your eyes.
Her shoulders relax a bit as she's getting ready to tell a tale that perhaps she has spoken many times. She says, "What is a living being, Ebony?"
She just kind of pauses for a moment.
We are alive because we are able to find structure out of chaos. What is something mechanical but structure within chaos? The empty path of life from beginning to the end. It's not so different. This, and she points to the arm, is not so different than flesh. It is simply a different material, a different mechanism. But the energy is the same. Form
And
from
energy
chaos is the
controls
same.
everything.
Energy controls everything.
I see. That does make sense. I'm slowly relearning the world, and I guess this is a part of it that I had missed.
Crone, make a perception check for me, please.
Will do.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, I remember how to do it now. Let's go.
Hey!
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Ah, shit,
Hey.
ignore that.
That's pretty good.
You hear you hear like a rumble. Like a deep engine noise, like an engine that is like exposed to the air, making sound as it revs. What do you do?
Yes, sorry.
What do you do?
His head instantly like turns with sound. His eyebrow raises. There's like a little smirk on his face. Like he's wondering, what's that?
Yeah, it's from further back inside of the machine, inside of the temple.
He kind of looks over at Reverend Leah. It's like, is it fine? Take a look.
You can't hear anything.
I
What?
can't hear anything?
Nope.
Oh. Look at what?
Do you not hear it?
Can Ebony hear it? Probably not.
Nope.
Look at the engine.
The engine?
What engine?
Over there. He kind of points where the sounds come from. He's like, I can hear the engine.
Brooke?
Ye.
The direction that he's pointing, does it mean anything to me?
He's going towards Gideon's hands.
His hands?
Actually, he's going towards Gideon's mouth.
Oh. I would advise against it.
Is something wrong? Ever? Or is there not
Yeah,
supposed to sound
the roar of the engine becomes a bit louder as you delay
just to me or to her as well?
to her, to you. Anyone here can make an Arcana check if they would like.
I can.
Just so, in case I realize, you have been muted once more, in case you were busy.
Yes.
I'll check.
Well,
Cat, you may make an Arcana check.
Oh, sweet.
dirty 20.
Hey, yo.
Anyone that got over a 15 can now actually. Yeah, I think you all got it now. It's not very distinct, but you hear a very like the sound of like an engine off in the distance, like a motorcycle revving.
Is this familiar?
No. This is not something you've heard Gideon. This is not a sound you've heard Gideon make before.
Whoa, what's going on?
I don't know, I'm intrigued. Is this not normal, Reverend?
I've not heard this sound before. Please remain here. And she goes. You don't have to listen, but she goes.
Well, this is the person promising to fix his body. He's gonna do whatever he says.
Yeah, it's not a short walk to get there, but you find, so Gideon's teeth are like blades. They're like blades that like oscillate when they like go to like break down something large, and one of them is running.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like revving, and you can see the engine that like moves it is like belting smoke and fire.
What the hell? Okay.
What do you do? It's like one of his canines, or what would be a canine. I think Gideon is all fucking sharp teeth. I don't think Gideon has a molar in the bunch.
Oh god, okay. So I want to...
Would you like to commune with the machine?
I would love to do that.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, what does you communing with Gideon look like?
Okay. So I think that... Gosh, okay, I'm at his face. So I think...
You're like in his mouth. You're behind his teeth.
Sick. So sick. Okay, yeah. I think she begins to hover over the ground. And I think that any vein or like lymph node or whatever that's nearest to her begins to glow, and kind of particulates in the air begin to move towards her. And the actually the faceplate doesn't open. I think it remains closed.
Yeah, so like the particulates start to move towards you, and then like some of the like tendrily, like veiny, like taste bud like structures sort of like unfurl and start to like reach for you. And when they touch, you can hear the thud of the Gideon's burning heart, and you hear it's trying to this is the most awake you've felt it in a long time.
What do you see? Why have you stirred?
You get like a whole mix of images, like sensations. You hear like the howling of wind, and you hear like the clash of metal on metal. But you also hear a woman's voice, and you know this to be the thing about the cult of the machine god is like all machines are aspects of the machine god, but the machine god is not like a specific machine, if that makes any sense. But every machine you've ever talked to, and this might honestly be a little heretical, has told you of its mother, the thing that the being that created them. From her the word doesn't make sense in a language that like a living being would understand, but her essence was put into them to make them. All the god machines that you've met, and it's talking about how Crone is like his little brother, and he wishes to give him a gift.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah. I think from behind her mask, you see a liquid that is like mercury coming down and gathering at the point of the mask and then dripping down onto her robe.
Is she crying?
Yes, I think so.
Awesome.
I think that's what has to happen. That's what always happens when
Yeah,
she
you're
communes.
like, yeah, no, this is like a really intense experience.
Mhm.
It tells you to take its tooth.
Very well. And she reaches for this blade, which is still oscillating and
Yeah,
moving,
and
right?
humming and roaring, and it's like hot. Like it's like the blade is like heating up as like engine like spouts fire.
She grabs it with her bare hands and wrenches it from its place.
Yeah, it takes a second, and then you hear like a click as like whatever mechanisms that were holding in place like relax, and Gideon and you pull out one of Gideon's fangs, this like oscillating blade of living metal and fire, and it's got its hilt is like a massive engine. It is not a small thing, but it would be a terrifying weapon in the hands of a person.
Yeah. She makes her way back to the main hall. Her hands are dripping with a it looks like very thinned out blood. Like it's red, but it's also like thick and more clear than you would expect. And she holds it out to Crone and bows and says,
Is it still running? Like, did you turn it off, or is it still going?
I haven't messed with it at all.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah.
It's still going.
I'm gonna yeah, and as she like holds it out to you, the living metal it's made of reforms. And I am going to drop this in general. A big thanks to Mithril Caverns on Instagram for this magic item.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, you have a fancy ass greatsword.
She holds it out to you, and says, "Gideon's flame overflows me. This is a gift from him to you."
I'm going to put this up on my screen so people can see it.
Yeah, no, like show him.
He literally stands there, kind of like speechless, kind of like nods. He literally just actually goes down like to a knee before grabbing it, and just says, "Thank you," as he holds it.
There you go. There it is. It's up on my stream.
In a voice that you don't quite recognize, Crone, when you take it in your hands, you hear, "It will be an honor, brother."
This kind of freezes, and he kind of mutters to himself real quick. It's like, "It'll be an honor for me too." That's it.
All right. That sounds like as good a place as any. Let's take we got like 30 more minutes if we want to keep going, or we can go for longer if you all have ideas. I'm sure there are combos.
I do have one thing, but like other than that, that's all I got.
Yeah, please go do that.
Well, if you have to be rude to interrupt this at this point, I mistimed it.
Like we can like kind of like fade from this scene and move to a different thing.
Okay. I would say at this point that Arlette's fine. She was worried about Arlette after her vision and everything. And she sheepishly walks up to the she's still clutching the bag and like nervously playing with the strings on it. She walks up to the Reverend and asks, may I speak to you away from my friends?
Of course, child.
I would assume that we just walk away at that point.
Yeah, well, I'll lead you away to a private place.
I was told by Nullus that you could help me. Something seems to be wrong, and she points at her eyes, and then she actually unbuttons part of her cloak and pulls it down to reveal that like her blue skin has like crystallized. It looks like it's like frostbitten, like it looks like frost, but it's hard crystal, and it is a very dull gray. And she explains, this is not at all how this is supposed to be. I woke up like this and I don't want to alarm them, but they know something's wrong, and I know something's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong.
You have been changed by the mother, and then in turn changed by something else.
Make an Arcana check. Glia.
Oh, 12?
You deal with this kind of shit all the time. I'm gonna give it to you. It's weird, but it's not unique. This is a crystal heart. They are strange and powerful chaos artifacts that function a bit like a symbiote with their host. They're put in the host's body by a powerful being of chaos. This one is... It's not dying. It's sleeping. It's been...
But it wasn't always sleeping?
It's very much awake. It's been sedated by something.
Oh.
Something more powerful than chaos.
Oh, now that's a bit heretical.
That is a lot of bit heretical.
Yeah.
But it's hard, right? It's like there are forces that even chaos fears, like, and they're not so much like they're not like the beings of chaos are like they like lord over some like domain, some divine portfolio. These, like, the things that they fear are like unstoppable forces of nature, like atrophy and death and time, like things that nothing can escape. That something like that is affecting this crystal heart. Something like that has put it to sleep.
Can I wake it up?
I mean,
Is it okay? So
do you really want to? That feels like a very.
I guess my question is this other force still active, or did the force like touch it and then it fell asleep and now it's gone?
I don't know if you can know for sure with a 12. You'd need to observe more carefully.
I see. Okay.
if you would like to take some time and perhaps do a bit of an invasive study, you could definitely get more information. But it is
Got it.
going to require time.
Got it.
How invasive are we talking here?
Well,
Not quite as invasive as what you got.
I was gonna
But,
say.
but I mean, you know, like, there are tests that can
PG
be run for
invasive,
these
got
kind
it.
of things.
yes. All right
You know,
then.
just extract whatever magical fluid lets her do magic, and you know, we'll see what happens. Just do some nonsense. It'll be fun.
Child, this is a very serious matter. Whatever has afflicted you is something vastly powerful.
Afflicted is maybe you're allowed to form whatever opinions you want. Afflicted is maybe not the right word.
Oh?
So there's sort of like two. There's the orthodox way of thinking about it would most definitely be, you know, like one of these primordial forces has come and just fucked with her, like infected her or whatever. The slightly more heretical version is a chaos god was fucking with her, and a like primordial entity stopped it, and you're not sure which it is. It really depends on your perspective.
Okay, well, I'm not a heretic.
You are not a heretic. That is correct.
So I will say what I will.
Cool. Just letting you, the player, know.
Got it.
There's more nuance here.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Please continue your scene.
It is so beyond what I normally see that I will have to take some time to fully understand it. Would you be willing to undergo certain procedures in order to find out the problem?
She kind of like shakily buttons up the thing again, looking in the direction of the rest of the party so that way they don't see what's going on. And she nods, but doesn't really say anything. You can tell that she seems very fearful of what could be happening to her.
Make a perception check, please.
What, me?
Either of you. Both of you, either of you, neither of you, whatever you want to do. Notice is really good at stealth, but I kind of want you to notice him. He's watching. He can see you. He's watching what's happening. Do with that what you will.
Okay.
I
I would
didn't
s- did she actually notice him? Like she would have sensed that he was there.
Yeah, definitely.
She gives a very pointed glance in the direction that she can tell where he's from.
Is that a come out Nolus, you silly dumbass, or is that a go away Nolus? Don't watch me go talk to the Chaos Heart Doctor. What
I would
kind
say
of
that's more
glance
like
is that?
that's more of like a come out thing. Like I know I know you're there.
Okay. Yeah, he like materializes. Fucking world serpents, they're weird ass dudes. And ladies and beautiful in-betweens. So Gulia, him like dropping out of the fucking rafters is not exactly a surprise to you. It's a little disrespectful, but it's not a surprise. But yeah, this Legionnaire kind of drops down. He's like,
Kind of gives him a little bit of a nasty look and like keeps pulling her collar higher.
Are you intending on staying there? To Nellis.
In the ceiling? No, I was not. I was planning some things and doing a little exploring of your beautiful temple. and I heard a good friend of mine talking, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Your friend asked to speak in confidence. Please leave.
Understood. Apologies.
Well, I imagine we've already finished this conversation.
Okay.
Please, do whatever you need to do. I will... I don't know, go for a run or something? I feel like I've been on a ship for an unreasonable amount of time. Sort of like half salutes and begins to walk away again.
She kind of like just watches him leave and then looks at the Reverend and says, let me know when you would like to begin testing or whatever sort of thing you may need to do.
I think she takes a device from her robes. This very sea urchin almost looking thing. But it's very metallic. And she says we can begin right now.
I imagine we can. I just don't want my friends to worry.
Very well. Let me know when you are ready.
She just nods. I don't know what else. I don't really know what else to do with that.
All
I'll
right.
be honest.
We can return to the.
Are you
Great.
doing the test right now?
Well, presumably not, because she said no.
No.
Yeah, I said no.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I pretty much said later.
Sorry, I got a text and was reading it. All right. Let's go ahead and Arlette. Did I give you? What did I have you do, Arlette? I gave you a thing. Yes, I did. Arlette, give me a luck check. Just D20 higher is better.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like, right? Okay!
Wow.
He said higher is better, and I said bet.
Cool. Yeah, you hear the sounds of a you hear the sounds of like a warship landing. Entering the like pocket of habitable terrain around the boneyard. What do you do?
She's just gonna look over that direction, still stuffing her face full of food and drinking whatever drink she has to hydrate herself.
Yeah, you see
Keep drinking that direction.
you see blue and white, and then a winged sword emblem, the emblem of the emblem of the Sky Raiders, the people that you killed a while back. Keep in mind this is the 20, not the 1. So it lands. Everyone sees this at this point.
Here's we have new visitors. I must go greet them.
Arlette, what are you doing? Are you going to investigate? Are you going to hide? What are you doing?
That's the thing, is she doesn't know if they're coming for them.
You know they're not. With a 20, you're like
Oh,
something
then
about it.
she's
You're
just
like
kinda...
this is. They're not like preparing to attack. They're not like deploying drops. They're like they're like people when they land, like people come like legionnaires in gold and in white and blue emerge holding swords and shields and like take up like honor guard positions at the gangplank. And this is not a small ship. This is a big fucker. This is like one of the helicarriers from the MCU, but like powered by chaos magic. Anyway, yeah, and down the gangplank walks a figure that is taller than all the legionnaires. He's about 11-ish feet tall, and coming off his back are massive, like silvery wings.
Can she kind of get a vibe on why the fuck they're here?
Does Ebony see this, and does she
Ebony
recognize it from
definitely
vision?
sees this, and you know exactly who this is.
Man, Ebony's just getting the shit scared out of her.
Galia, these are the Sky Raiders. They are a loyal legion to the Emperor. They are like noble warriors that have no home. They travel constantly, going to where they are needed. And the fact that like this is not just any one of their ships. This is their flagship. This is their flagship, the Aegis. And the man with the wings is the father of the Legion, Hurricane, King of the Skies.
Okay. She.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is not a small thing.
I would say that Ebony would follow the Reverend at this point upon seeing that Hurricane is there.
Welcome.
Is that who I think it is?
This is who you think it is.
Oh, then Arlette's hiding. 100%.
Arlette is hiding.
She sees him and she's going like, "Fuck no, I'm out."
Oh boy.
She opens her arms wide. Sky Raiders, welcome to the Boneyard. Please enter and rest, and let the glory of the endless god mind wash over you.
Yeah, in one fluid motion, they all like bang their chests and salute. Like very well drilled, organized. Like, this legion is like the pinnacle of like military excellence. They are the best drilled. They are the best trained. They're the martial prowess group. And you know the angel takes a couple steps forward and says, "Teacher, it is an honor." I think that's gonna be where we end for 2 nights.
Oh boy.
I think that's a good place to end. That feels like a good
that
cliffhanger.
seems like it.
Are you okay, Sapphire?
Oh. I kind of want to pull this shit, but at the same time, it's like, God, he pulled this shit early.
Ebony just got
That's
like
all I'm
multiple
saying.
shocks from fucking everyone in this session.
Listen,
Yeah, that's
somebody, I'm not saying who, did something very weird in her solo session, and this is what happened. Okay. Listen,
Interesting.
like don't let people talk to gods of fate. Anyway, so that was a great session. No levels up this week.
That was fun though.
We will be back. When is our next?
I don't even think you
17th,
posted those yet.
Showtime.
No, yeah.
The
But in 2 weeks, it would be the
Maybe.
17th.
Yeah, the 17th, and then the 17th, and then again on the 1st.
Where the fuck is my phone? Oh, I found it.
So are we good for the 17th?
I should be. If anything changes, I will let you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Pycat, will you be back for that, or will you need to bow out?
I think the 17th I have plans, but I will let you know.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We got time.
DM, I must steal you after the session.
We will totally talk after this session. Are you upset about your magic item or something?
No, but I do have to talk about nuances with it. Real quickly.
Ah,
I was
yes.
That's
gonna
not
say,
talking
he's already
about
talking
the
about
program,
shit
but
that you
obviously
can do with it.
Huh? One last thing I want to do before we leave. This feels like a fun reveal. Arlette, you run to hide, correct?
Yep.
Where are you trying to hide?
Anywhere. Literally opposite direction.
So you're running in the opposite direction.
Wherever the opposite direction is.
Over
Yeah.
something? You go to leap over something. And you just keep going up.
Oh.
And we have like the close in on your face. And as we zoom out, we see the silvery wings on Arlette's back. And then the
Oh.
episode ends.
Nice.
Nope. Nope.
You
I
did
was
this
wondering
right
when
when
you
I
were gonna
closed my
say
notes, you motherfucker.
I was wondering when you were gonna mention that.
That your dad had to come around to activate them. Sorry. They're a proximity thing. You know, he's gonna awaken whatever weird dormant genome you have.
AoE
Alright.
buff.
AoE buff. Alright. Great session, everyone. We will post when we are going to be streaming next. Would anyone have anything they would like to shout out?
No.
Arson.
Yes,
Huh?
dude.
I just said arson, that's it.
Alright. Let's get some sleep, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Good night.
Yo, stream
Good
goodbye.
night. I am going to send my stream over to Bootbot. They're over there playing Gunfire, so
Yay,
and they're also a
Bootbot.
big D&D streamer. So if you guys like them, if you guys like this, go check out Bootbot because I actually did a one shot with them and they were really cool.
I am going to be sending my stream actually over to Sanandra, or also known as Tan. They use she, her pronouns. They're an amazing streamer, they're trans, and they're a member of Pride Prism.
Ooh, fun. Alright, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Peace out, y'all.
Good night.
As for us stream. Hey, there we go. We're finally back. After all that time. Oh, let's take off this D&D. Oh, where is it? There it is. There we go. It was a fun night. It was a very fun, simple night. I was planning on doing something after the fact, but I kind of can't, and for only one reason only, and that's the fact that, so, when I said I got the second PC, I forgot to download Alien Isolation. So, I was gonna play for like 20 minutes on that. As they were saying, like, hey, I'm gonna send people over every place, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I can start some Alien Isolation for like, it's like fucking late, and we can do that. And then I realized, wait, I kind of can't. I didn't download it because I knew D&D was tonight. I'm sorry. Okay, but regardless, we're gonna end there for tonight. That's gonna be it. I hope you all enjoyed. It was very chill, very basic, very simple. Why is my sub counter incorrect? Fuck. Regardless, have a wonderful night, y'all. You're all amazing. I love you all. And I'll see you on Tuesday with some Alien Isolation. Bye.